Welcome to Get Real with Eddie, where we delve deep into the world of real estate with your host, the designated managing broker of Exit Real Estate Specialist, Eddie Rudiger.
Welcome to Get Real with Eddie. Here in studio with me, of course, is none other than Nancy Valley from Exit Real Estate Specialist. Nancy, how are you?
I am well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. So is the housing market shifting?
Maybe. Depends on what you mean by shifting.
Well, let's get into it. Are housing prices coming down?
No.
Well, Chief Economist Danielle Hale at Realtor.com says, in stock market terms, a correction is generally referred to as 10 to 20% drop in price. We don't have the same established definitions in the housing market.
That's true.
The real estate market is more like normalizing. Prices are very hot, prices vary a lot by local markets, but rest assured, a big drop-off isn't what's happening at the national level. And
I believe I said that last week.
I think you did.
We're seeing a normalizing market.
We're seeing it in some cases, but I mean, we still remember we looked at New Lenox. Shanahan we looked at last week, it was just under 5% year over year for July. But then you had New Lenox that was over 10%. So it just depends on where you're looking and what your market is.
And I think it matters a lot on condition of the home. You're going to get, if the house is move-in ready and it's really what buyers are looking for, you're going to get multiple offers. If it's not, you're going to sit a little bit longer. You may or may not get exactly what you were looking for on list. People are more finicky, and it also depends on the price point.
Well, I agree, but you got to look at big picture and take all those data points. When you're looking at an individual house, property specific, each thing, that's one thing. But when you're looking at big picture at these towns, and you're seeing a town like New Lenox that is over a 10% return year over year, that is a trend.
Yes, I want to see what happens now in the next couple of months, because I don't think it's going to continue like that. I think it's going to normalize. I don't think you're going to get those price hikes.
I don't know.
I don't think it's going to continue to go up at that rate.
I still think you're going to see better than 6%, better than 5 or 6%.
But it's not
New
going to be
Lenox.
double digit, like
Maybe.
that 10%. I don't see it.
You said that last year, though, going into this year, and we're still seeing a lot of communities. New Lenox, Plainfield.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
I know.
I am shocked.
Marco Santrilla, the founder of Norada Real Estate Investments, if I have that right.
Norada.
Mm-hmm. Experts forecast lean towards a moderation in home price growth over the next 5 years. This translates to a slower and more sustainable pace of appreciation compared to the breakneck speed witnessed in recent years, rather than a free fall in prices. So prices aren't going down.
Yeah, I would agree with that. We're just going to go up at a slower pace.
I think we're going to go up, but we're going to go up faster than a traditional. The traditional pace was about 3% a year.
I would still say we're going to stay in that 3 to 5%. There might be areas.
I think we're going to be 4 to 6.
There might be areas like hot markets that are going to be at 6, but
I think some of your hot markets are going to be even more than 6. Odette Kushi, Deputy Chief Economist at First American, says, while housing affordability is low for potential first-time home buyers, slowing price appreciation and lower mortgage rates could help, so the dream of home ownership isn't boarded up just yet.
no, I think it's out there. And as we see these dips in interest rates and things become more affordable, it'll be out there again.
Well, but getting into all that, once again, it just indicates we're still not heading to a crash. And I know with all the craziness that's been going on in the stock market in the last 2 weeks or so, it's not a crash. And the data supports that it's not a crash. All right? The inventory is still below the average. So when you look at inventory and look at that average amount from
Whoa.
hold on a second, 1993 to 2023. I think that's a good date. That's 20 years of data.
Yeah.
Okay? 30 years of data. All right? The average inventory level is 5.3 months. We're sitting at 4.1.
Yes.
So we are still below the average. And more importantly, that 4.1 is about where it normally was sitting. It was 06 through 11, or even 12, that really pushed that average up over to 5.3. I bet you if you took out those months, you're sitting at a normal market rate, right? Normal time frame right now of 4.1 months.
Yes.
So, and then the builders aren't overbuilding. We've talked about this before. So,
Yeah, they've got a ways to go to catch up because it was a long time.
yeah, they're still only building just under 1 million units a year. All right? They were building at one point 1.6 million units, going into 06. So when you look at what and how they've been building and what's been going on, they're still just building the average amount of houses to keep up with population growth.
Yeah, there's no catching up.
No, and we're still about 4.5 million units short. And when you look at the foreclosures since 2005, we're way below where the foreclosure aspects are. We're still way below 2019.
Yeah, 2018, 2019. I mean, and they were low right going into 2020, 2019 and 2020. And we're still below that. So, yeah.
And that's quarterly number of consumers with new foreclosure filings in the thousands. So basically, you figure in 2018, 2019, there was just under 400,000 filed, and we're probably around 60. There are 100,000, just under 100,000. We're probably around 60,000 a quarter right now. So you times that out by 4, you're about 240, maybe 260,000 foreclosure filings. Make it 300, but you're still below what it was in 2019.
Yeah, we're still quite a bit below.
Lawrence Yun came out, we will not have a repeat of 2008 through 2012 housing market crash. There are no risky subprime mortgages that could implode, nor the combination of a massive oversupply and overproduction of homes. No, we have a shortage still.
Yeah. Supply and demand.
This gets into the new generation. Did you see there's a new generation?
Yeah, there's plenty of those.
The sandwich generation. Now, this is a generation I can get with. I love myself a sandwich.
Oh, Lord, help.
But that's not what they're talking about, unfortunately. So, are you part of the sandwich generation, according to Realtor.com? That's a name for the roughly 1 in 6 Americans who are taking care of their children and their parents or grandchildren grandparents at the same time. Not grandchildren, grandparents. Could be grandchildren too.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest, it could.
It could.
Realtor.com asked members of the sandwich generation if they agree or disagree that taking care of children and parents at the same time is helping them afford a home. A third of the respondents said this to the situation. 33% said yes, it's helping them afford a home. 21% disagreed, or neither agreed or disagreed. 24% disagreed as not helping them afford a home, and 24% not applying. So, first off, we're over 100%, I think. And I'm trying to figure out that math. Are we? No.
No, because you got about 50% that's agree or
33 plus
That's
21 plus...
54%, and then you've got 48%.
It's coming out to 102%.
Maybe somebody voted twice. I don't know.
I'm just
I don't know
saying.
how that works.
I'm just saying. I think someone voted twice.
Yeah. I think maybe they kind of jiggled those numbers a little.
But you can share expenses. There's built-in childcare.
That's it. Well, and so I got a problem with this whole thing.
Yeah.
Is that if you're caring for a parent, a true sandwich, which I was,
Yeah.
I had kids still at home that I was taking care of,
Yeah.
and I was taking care of my mother.
Yeah.
She did not live with me, nor did I get money to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I cared for her at a facility.
Yeah.
So, or she was at a facility. So, that's kind of, if you're not really caring for them, if they're living with you, if they're, and of just
If they're not living with you?
healthy
Yeah.
and independent and all that stuff.
Yeah, I think that's...
So that's kind of where that care thing.
Yeah, I really... I guess it depends on the point of view of the person. So...
Because if they're,
Mortgage Report sums it up this way. Buying a house with your parents can be a great way to ease caregiving, support younger children, or simply bring loved ones closer together. And considering the steep rise in home prices over the last few years, it can make homeownership a lot more affordable. Possibly. It possibly could.
Yeah. So that it goes back to that question of caregiving, and I wouldn't call that caregiving at that point.
I just wonder...
Sometimes you have to have your parents move in because they can't care for themselves.
So what happens when the parent's living with you and you guys are both on the mortgage, both on the house, and the parent has to go into assistant living? Because assistant living, a lot of these places will look at that house and they want to take the value of that house.
Yeah, but now it depends on how it's set up, and if it's set up in trust, is it set up in, how it's all set up. And I can't really comment on all the legalese of that, but I get where you're headed with that.
That's just a valid question, I think.
Yeah, but that's something, if you are considering that and considering getting a home with your parents, what happens if something happens?
Yeah.
So that's definitely a conversation with an attorney and your parents, all parties.
I think it's also a conversation with somebody that may have gone through it already. Just to know what are the steps, what were they asking, what was they looking at, things like that.
Yeah, but
So-
laws and rules change and
True.
things like that. So
True. Somebody that's gone through it recently, though. Not
I would say-
10 or 15 years ago.
I would say ARP has a lot of
Resource Center?
resources, and your local senior facilities, the senior center,
Mm-hmm.
those kind of places,
Yeah.
they have a lot of information that can start pointing you what questions to ask at least, and what to consider when looking at long-term living arrangements. Yeah. Because there's a lot that can happen quickly.
Let's look at Morris. We haven't talked about Morris.
Yeah.
I have a client that loves Morris.
I was just down showing in Morris.
My
the
client.
Other day. Your client.
Yeah, that
in
client.
Morris the other day.
They love it.
Yeah. And my stepson's girlfriend lives in Morris, so.
Median
And my grandparents lived in Morris.
median sales price of Morris for July is $267,000. That is up 1.4%
Yeah.
on the median. Original list price is $328,234, down 1.3% on the average. $284,450 on the median sales price, original list price, and that is up 5.9%. Market time is 12 days on the median. That is down 7.7%. Percentage of list is of 100% on the median. Percentage of on the closed is 99.8%, up 1%. Percentage of original list price to close. The month's supply in Morris is 1.5 months.
Wow.
Wow, no change from last year. Homes for sale was 30 units. New listings in July were 318 units. Under contract was 251, and the closed was 254 units. Showings to contract were 16 on the average. On the median, the showings to contract were 12, and showings per listing 8.4. Should we do it? We haven't done it in a while. Let's do it. Price per square foot, $160 per square foot on the median price per square foot. I think you got some opportunities from some decent priced houses
Yeah.
in Morris.
Yes, I would agree with that.
And Morris is not, I don't feel like it's that far out.
It's a little far out, but I'll tell you what, they have really, really done a lot with their downtown
Yes.
and with their community
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah.
I think it's a very self-contained. It's not like it was in the back in the day in the 70s and the 80s. You know what I mean?
That
Like
you-
you had to go somewhere to. Now they've got shopping and
There's
all the wonderful
yeah.
stuff.
Their restaurants are
Yeah.
great.
Local businesses
Yep.
are on point. I mean, they've got a very vibrant community.
Yeah. It really is a very vibrant community, and the food is outstanding.
Are you hungry?
I am hungry. So I need to go get lunch after this.
I can tell. I'm getting kind of hungry too. If you hear that growl, you'll know why.
Uh-huh. I seriously, I need to go get lunch after this.
Yeah. Why? Tell me again why we do this at noon.
I don't know. I don't know. I got to rethink that.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
They got. I mean, they just got this nice downtown area
Yeah,
too.
they got a great downtown. That's what I'm saying. And the local businesses have really got a strong sense of community, which again translates into the community.
Well, and speaking of community, I'm gonna do a bias plug here. Their Lions Club for Morris is outstanding. They do
Are
this
they?
car. They do a car raffle. So if you like antique cars or sports cars or stuff like that, they've had some newer cars recently, but they've done older cars, and they raffle it off every year. And
Oh,
the
wow.
car raffle is just amazing.
Wow.
They bring their car out to our Lions Club, our car show that we will have on September 1st this year at St. Joe's Park. And it is the car usually they get every year. I don't know what they have this year, but I'm pretty sure they've got the raffles going and it's up and going. And they do the raffle all year long and then draw it towards the end of the year. I think they draw it around Cornfest.
Oh, well, that would.
And because that's a huge festival
There's
down.
another big thing they have.
They do,
too.
yeah. And then they also have that small airport out there
Mm-hmm.
that a lot of people go out because a lot of people that I know do skydiving because they do skydiving out of that airport.
Mm-hmm.
And so, which is something I'm surprised you don't see out of the Joliet airport a lot. You don't see a lot of skydivers coming out of Joliet.
I was going to say it's too crowded. It's too much. Too many wires. Too many
That's
things
true.
going. I mean, it's too big a population.
I don't know because I don't see a reason to jump out of any perfectly good airplane. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Not my cup of tea.
No, me either.
So, but I mean, they're really, and you look at that median sales price, 267,
Yeah.
and on the average 282, 376.
That's a good average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's not like there's not a lot. They closed 254 units.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, that house that I showed the other day,
You were saying.
really nice. Like, I was like, John, honey.
Yeah. Yeah. I know the client kind of was turned away on the fact that it wasn't a 3-car garage.
Right.
But not everybody needs a 3-car garage.
Right.
So you got to do what's right for you,
Well,
and what
you balance what your wants and needs are.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
Yeah.
But it was a very lovely home.
Yeah.
Lovely home.
Yeah, she called me later and we were talking about that, and it was still eating at her because it was
'cause
really
it was a nice house.
But yeah, that the 3-car garage was a kind of a deal breaker for her.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, anything really also, I mean, major. The month supply shocked me.
It does, but it doesn't, because again, we've had such a problem with inventory.
A 1.5 month supply, 12 showings on the median to getting it under contract. 12. 16 on the average. And 8 days. 8 days
Yeah,
for the house to go under contract, from listing to contract.
that's median. 8 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, this is something that's a trend we've been continue to see. No change here, folks.
But how, when you're looking at the national number, we just talked about it, 4.1 months. And here we are at 1.5 months.
But that's what I'm saying that is market to market, because you see a lot of markets where things are slow.
I can understand that. I can see that. But man, we are just not seeing that anywhere. Anywhere in our marketplace.
No?
And it's just, I kind of wouldn't mind seeing a little bit of a relief for some of our buyers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great for our sellers because the prices keep going up. But on the flip side, the buyers are struggling.
And I think you will see a normalization. Just at some point, there's going to be a point where buyers just can't keep going. I mean, it's going to normalize. Not that it's going to fall, but it's going to normalize. And I think we're seeing it.
It's going to depend on how the wage growth keeps going. Yes. And I know the wage growth has come down a little bit. We're still getting growth, but not as much growth as before.
Yeah.
And so if that wage growth starts going even less, or actually starts going in the opposite direction, where we're seeing wage losses, then we're going to see, I think that's going to be the
interest
aspects.
Rates too. I mean, I think there's just a lot of...
Interest rates are going to help. If we see interest rates come down, they're going to help.
It's going to help.
Yeah.
Affordability.
Yeah,
no
completely.
doubt.
All right. I want to talk once again about the benefits of your home equity when we get back after the break. So keep it here with Get Real with Eddie.
It's Eddie Rudiger from Exit Real Estate Specialists.
And Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Welcome to the Lions Club. Being a lion means knowing that kindness matters. We believe in changing the world by serving the needs of our local communities. More than 1.4 million lions around the world are responding to local and global challenges with kindness and care. Come volunteer with us. Your Lions journey starts here. The Crest Hill Lions Club invites you to reach out to your local Lions Club to learn more about how you can be a part of a community and bringing passionate, kind-hearted people together to serve local needs. They build relationships that lead to opportunities. In short, when Lions serve, life improves and the community grows. Grow with us. Go to lionsclub.org to start your journey today. That's lionsclub.org. And don't forget to save the date for the Lions annual Luau and Car Show, Sunday, September 1st from 12 p.m. till 10 p.m. at St. Joe's Park, 700 Theodore Street, Joliet. Car Show will run from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. in conjunction with annual community luau. $15 entry fee per vehicle. See you there.
Are you ready to make your next move in real estate? Look no further than Exit Real Estate Specialists, your innovative leader in the industry. At Exit, we're not just about transactions. We're about building relationships and fulfilling dreams. Step into a community of empathetic, well-trained professionals dedicated to your success. Our Exit Real Estate professionals are more than just agents. They're your trusted advisors and allies in the journey of buying, selling, or investing in real estate. Whether you're selling your home or searching for your next investment, trust Exit to provide an excellent experience from start to finish. Our commitment to putting people first means you receive personalized attention and support, ensuring your real estate goals are met with success. Call us today at 815-823-5478 or visit exitrealestatespecialist.com to learn more. Exit Real Estate Specialists, exceeding your expectations every step of the way.
Stocks may succeed, stocks may fail. Real estate is always there. It's Get Real with Eddie.
Welcome back to Get Real with Eddie. All right. Benefits of your home equity. There are so much things you can do with your home equity right now.
Yes, don't use it as an ATM, please.
No.
But
in the simplest terms, your home's equity is the difference between how much your home is worth and how much you owe on your mortgage. Freddie Mac. Freddie Mac is very wise. National average of home equity gains year over year, first quarter, $28,000.
a national average.
On the national average.
Yes, year over year. That's amazing.
Illinois
Thank you for making it, Nancy says. Appreciate it.
is $27,000. California is $64,000. And I think California is the big winner. As always. Yes, $64,000 was California.
Well, their
New Jersey went up
homes are
$59,000.
so much more expensive.
Well, exactly. So, Hawaii went up $58,000.
Again, yes, when houses are.
But New Jersey went up $59,000. Just saying.
Yeah, well, their houses aren't cheap either.
The typical homeowner has a total of $305,000 in equity today. Ways your equity can help you: buy your next home, renovate your current home, fund an education, or start a business.
All good reasons.
All
to
good
use
reasons to
equity.
use your equity.
So is buying a boat a good reason to use equity?
No. Do not use your equity to buy a boat, which was done.
It has been. And it was not good ideas.
Bad idea.
Bad idea. I did not do that. But it is a bad idea. Engagement rings. Boats. Yeah.
Did I tell you the story on the engagement ring? Or was you telling me?
I think it was me telling you.
Where the guy bought the house, was ready to close?
Yes.
Yeah, and he pulled out the engagement ring.
They
when
were doing final walkthrough, and he had his family, her family, everybody there on the final walkthrough. They jumped out of the bushes, and he popped the question at the door.
Yep.
And then they walked in to close, and they couldn't close
Because of the
ring.
Because of the ring. Because the
Yep.
debt. It changed his debt ratio.
Yep.
Goes back to do not buy anything until you close, folks. And what did she say?
She said, I do, but that was before they went into clubs.
Yeah, and afterwards she said, I still would have said I do, but let's get the house first.
Yeah, I think there was some kind of, big dupa. Oh, gosh.
So
yeah.
starting a business.
But he was able to take care of it and move it to Dad's name, and 3 weeks later they did.
That's
End of
awesome.
story.
And it's
Happily ever after, as far as I know.
There we go.
There you go.
And from that moment on, he will never get to make another financial decision without his wife's approval.
I stay out of their finances.
I'm just saying. Never will make another financial decision without wife's
It's
approval.
a great story to tell
It is
the kids.
Wonderful story.
Yep.
It's a wonderful story. So, but yeah, these are the reasons what you want to use your equity for. And I think buying your next home, everybody knows that. Well, I'm going to take my house and just roll it in. But the other three, we don't talk about. Renovating your current house, reinvesting in your current house is what they put it into. Because those improvements are going to increase your equity.
Yes.
You know, if you're taking from carpet to going to hardwood or a luxury plank vinyl, your value is going up. If you have Formica countertops and you're going to a granite, a marble, quartz.
Replacing. Okay, you've been in the house 10 years and you're going to live there for a while, or even if you're not, if you're planning on selling in a couple of years or 5 years, replace the carpet, keep the house updated, painted, leaky everything's, whatever it is, keep your house in good shape. When it is time to sell, it'll be ready to sell.
Yeah.
But you don't just buy it and ignore it.
No, we stayed on top of ours. With new furnace, new AEC, new water heater. Roof's still in great shape. I don't have to worry about the roof yet. So
but it's those types of things that you are reinvesting in your home, and that's when you'll see the money come back at the end.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like the obviously funding on education, because that's just a return on itself. That's a return on itself. But I do like the start a business, using the equity to start a business.
You know anything about that, Eddie?
I might know a few things about it, and that's actually how we did it. We turned around and we did not use our home, but I used my rental property and got a line of credit against the rental property to start Exit Real Estate Specialist. And it just, I guess I didn't even think about that when I was talking, but I always thought, I've always been an entrepreneur. I've always believed in self-employment. Instead, I'd rather work for myself than work for somebody else.
And once you do, it's hard to think about
working
going
for
back.
somebody else.
Yeah.
It really is. It really is. So, if you guys need help on any of this, even if it's just okay, what's the house worth? Give us a call. We're always here to help you, not just sell the house, but we're here to help you. Keep that in mind. So, we started talking about it last week. I just want to touch on this before we get into a new listing we have, and that is the landlord conference is coming up through Three Rivers Association, and that is going to be October 24th from, there's 2 sessions, from noon to 4 and then 4:30 to 8. So definitely want to check this out. Expert panel topics, operations, legal, financial. It's a free event. So if you've ever thought or considered, or maybe you are a landlord and you're looking just to have a network and more information, definitely look into this landlords conference. Landlords with properties, Will, Kendall, Grundy County, are all welcome to attend. Even if you're Cook or DuPage and you're hearing this, definitely check this out. This is, again, October 24th, and it is at Joliet Junior College main campus, which is located at 1215 Hobart Road in Joliet, and it'll be in Building U. So,
and this is a free event, folks. It's a free event given by our association, our local Realtors Association, because we want you to know that everyone involved in housing, it's valuable to the community. So.
And I wanted to talk about Nancy's next house that her and her husband are going to buy, and that is 720 Orleans Street in Ottawa. because this gives Nancy the opportunity to have her pool 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. That's right, folks. This property at 720 Orleans in Ottawa, Illinois, has an indoor pool and hot tub.
Yes. But just so you know, for the record.
She keeps it at 90 degrees, by the way.
What? The pool?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I didn't even have to have the heater on the last few days.
It's like 80 to 85.
What?
In the pool. In the pool. In the pool, not in the pool room. The pool room, I swear to God, was like 110. It's the humidity. It's just.
Oh yeah.
She's got a humidistat in there. She's got everything tricked out. This house has indoor pool, hot tub, sauna, shower room shower for the pool. It's not a pool. Shower room. 4 bedrooms. Let's get back into the house. 4 bedrooms, 4 bath, full basement. There's a second kitchen in the basement. Main kitchen has a gorgeous stove, dishwasher, everything, stainless steel appliances. This house.
10 acres? Is it
No.
like 10 acres?
No.
How big is it?
It is literally on a quarter of an acre.
Oh, a quarter acre.
Yeah, it's just
I was looking
standard
at a couple
city
other
lot.
listings. I was thinking about the other one.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, standard city lot. It's got a really unique brick finish, but the thing I love about the brick finish is you got a 2-car garage, and then there's like a 2-car carport in front of the garage. So there's covered parking in front of the garage, which I thought was pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But that is not my favorite feature of this house. My favorite feature is in the dining room. It's the cathedral glass. So that glass with the lead laid in it, or the whatever.
Stained glass?
It looks like stained glass, but it's not colored. It's white. It's clear. You can see through it.
Oh, okay.
That's
It's
the difference.
just leaded glass.
Yeah, cathedral glass is what it's called. That's what I looked it up online, did some referencing. It came up to cathedral glass is what it's called.
Okay.
And it is just amazing. Plus, there's built-ins all over this house. Original hardwood floors. The kitchen is just amazing. Gourmet stove. Hands down, gourmet stove. So, over 4,200 square feet. 4,265 square feet is what I measured out at. Not counting the basement.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
if you are looking for maybe to move out to Ottawa, maybe you want a second house. Talking about a place that's got some amazing
This
food.
would be a first house.
So
This bad boy. Yeah.
this maybe, but there is a downtown area in Ottawa that is amazing. There is a lot of
That's a nice community too.
areas that have boats down in there nearby. So you got a couple harbors.
You're not far from Starved Rock.
Yep. And so there is a lot of things going on. I love so you drive out to Ottawa and it says right on the sign, "Welcome to Ottawa," in the middle of everywhere.
Yeah.
So I always thought that was huge issue. All right, we're going to hit a quick break. When we get back from the break, I want to talk about mistakes sellers are making right now.
It's Eddie
So keep it
Rudiger
here.
from
Get Real with Eddie.
Exit Real Estate Specialists.
And Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Welcome to the Lions Club. Being a lion means knowing that kindness matters. We believe in changing the world by serving the needs of our local communities. More than 1.4 million Lions around the world are responding to local and global challenges with kindness and care. Come volunteer with us. Your Lions journey starts here. The Crest Hill Lions Club invites you to reach out to your local Lions Club to learn more about how you can be a part of a community and bringing passionate, kind-hearted people together to serve local needs. They build relationships that lead to opportunities. In short, when Lions serve, life improves and the community grows. Grow with us. Go to lionsclub.org to start your journey today. That's lionsclub.org. And don't forget to save the date for the Lions annual Luau and Car Show, Sunday, September 1st from 12 p.m. till 10 p.m. at St. Joe's Park, 700 Theodore Street, Joliet. Car Show will run from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. in conjunction with annual community luau. $15 entry fee per vehicle. See you there.
Are you ready to make your next move in real estate? Look no further than Exit Real Estate Specialists, your innovative leader in the industry. At Exit, we're not just about transactions. We're about building relationships and fulfilling dreams. Step into a community of empathetic, well-trained professionals dedicated to your success. Our Exit Real Estate Professionals are more than just agents. They're your trusted advisors and allies in the journey of buying, selling, or investing in real estate. Whether you're selling your home or searching for your next investment, trust Exit to provide an excellent experience from start to finish. Our commitment to putting people first means you receive personalized attention and support, ensuring your real estate goals are met with success. Call us today at 815-823-5478 or visit exitrealestatespecialist.com to learn more. Exit Real Estate Specialists, exceeding your expectations every step of the way.
You made a smart move to get real with Eddie, helping you make your next smart move into your next home.
All right, so we still are seeing some mistakes going on with the sellers in the housing market.
What are those mistakes, Eddie?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Nancy.
Told you I could be a good sidekick.
Overpricing your house. National Association of Realtors explains some sellers are pricing their homes higher than ever just because they can, but this may drive away serious buyers and result in unapproved appraisals.
Yeah, you remember in 2021, all the memes with like dog houses and kids' toy houses, those outdoor little kids' toy houses and everything, and how they were pricing them crazy because you could price a house crazy. There was such a big push.
My favorite was the tent with an air conditioner sitting on like a little table through like the tent window.
Oh.
And it's like now going for $300,000 or something like that.
Yeah. This is not that time. This is not that market.
No, it's not.
It really isn't.
Yeah. So, skipping the small stuff.
Yeah.
Skipping important repairs you think can pass the task onto the buyer. They can turn off potential buyers. Money Talks says home shoppers are likely to turn on lights, flush toilets, and run water. If these basic things don't work, they may assume you've skipped other maintenance. Homes that appear negligent aren't likely to fetch top price.
Again, if these basics, you went past it. If these basics are not addressed, if things don't work, the basics, buyers assume you've skipped other maintenance. I can't even tell you how important that is to get through, because buyers really truly feel like if this is how the things that I can see aren't working, what's that I can't see that's not working? Just get the basics. Get the basics.
You should be able to fill out that property disclosure sheet.
Yes.
And if you have to check something that's, I have to disclose this, no, you should be getting it fixed.
Go get it fixed. Before you list, get it fixed.
Yeah, get it fixed. Because otherwise you're just opening yourself up for a can of worms down the road.
Yep.
You really, really are. So
you're not going to be able to hide it. That's why you're disclosing it. And buyers are going to get hanky about it.
Not looking at things objectively, buyers are feeling the pinch of high home prices and mortgage rates with affordability that tight. They may come in with an offer that's lower than you'd want to see, especially if you didn't stage, price, or market the house well. Ramsey Solutions says, remember, a buyer's offer is not a reflection of their opinion of your home or your housekeeping abilities. The sale of your home is strictly a business transaction. If they start out with a low offer, don't take it personally, get emotional. Instead, channel the energy towards negotiating, working with your agent, and making a counteroffer.
Right. People make an offer figuring you're going to counter it.
Yeah, and you're starting to see that more and more.
Yes.
We just haven't been in that market for so long that
People
no one
forgot.
did it. Yeah.
People forgot. And it is very difficult to take the emotion out of your home. But once you list that house, understand it's no longer your home. It's a house.
Well, and if you're unwilling
it's hard.
to negotiate, you're boxing yourself in a corner. U.S. News and Real Estate explains, if you've received an offer for your house that isn't quite what you'd hoped it would be, expect to negotiate. The only way to come to a successful deal is to make sure the buyer also feels like he or she benefits, considering offering to cover some of the buyer's closing costs or agree to a credit for a minor repair the inspector found.
Yeah, you're going to negotiate. You're going to negotiate.
It's going to give you space. It's going to give you room. If you price the house correctly and you're ready to negotiate and you understand this is what's going to happen, it's not that stressful of a deal. If you're coming in and you're drawing a line in the sand going, no, my house is worth $1 million and that's it, you're going to be disappointed.
Absolutely.
You're going to be upset. You're going to be stressed out. And you got to rely on your real estate agent. And I get it. Let's be honest, there's a lot of real estate agents that are newer to the business.
Yes.
And their negotiation skills may not be what you're looking for. Well, that's why you interview. You ask them, what are your negotiation strategies? How do you feel about negotiation? If they don't give you strategies and they simply say, well, we're in a market that we put in our offer and we hope for the best, run.
Yeah.
That should not be an answer. That should be a no. Because it doesn't matter what the house is priced at when it comes to me working for my buyers. It matters what my comps are showing me and what the comps support.
Exactly. It's about the comps.
I look at the comps and the condition we think the property is in.
Yes, based on your
Visual inspection.
Visual
Yep.
inspection of the property.
That's what we base the offer on.
Yeah. And that's a discussion you have. And you go, my client says, yeah, I want to make an offer on this house. Next thing I do is go and pull the comps.
Yep.
2 days comps. What's closed? Not in the last,
And it does not matter. If I pulled comps for that neighborhood the day before,
I'm going to pull them again.
I'm pulling them again.
Yep.
Because something else might have closed in the last 24 hours.
Yes. Or went under contract, or contingent, or whatever. I want to know today, this minute, what that market's looking like, because it will matter.
Yeah, it will matter. Now, usually it's not 24 hours. I might have pulled the comps for that neighborhood a month ago. So you really still need to get that updated and get that zoomed
I'll
in.
pull them.
But still, yeah.
Yeah. I'm all about pulling the comps. Yep.
I think that's the biggest aspect of all of this is going into this and not using a real estate agent also. because they're the ones that they're going to have the most updated data. They're going to have access to the data. Don't get me wrong, you can try to go to Zillow and these other sites and guesstimate and pull up things. And I know they have their little number they put up, and this is what it's worth.
The little guess, the little zestimate, their guesstimate, their guesstimate. Come on.
They've gotten better. I mean, I remember they were horrible for a while.
Yeah.
And it's gotten better.
Better, but
They still can't put a value to a house that has hardwood floors versus a house that has wood laminate floors.
yes.
They can't put a value to the property that has a Formica countertop versus the property that has quartz countertops.
Yeah.
There is a big difference.
There's a big difference.
And that's the thing. These online value models, as they're called, AVMs, online or automated value model, they're all based on price per square foot. They're coming up with these numbers on a price per square foot. They've gotten a little better because they're starting to use AI, and if they have internal pictures of the house, the internal AI can kind of judge, oh, it's all brick, so we'll give it this, and it's all this, so we'll add that.
But as we know, pictures can be very deceiving.
Yeah, because
And
you
can
can't.
walk into a property, you can go, oh man, this looks great in pictures, and you go into a property, and it's rough.
It's rough. All right, that wraps it up for Get Real with Eddie. Don't forget, check us out online 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at getrealwitheddie.com. That's getrealwitheddie.com.
Thanks for listening. Eddie Rudiger is the designated managing broker and owner of Exit Real Estate Specialists, located at 2750 Caton Farm Road, Joliet. License number 481014247. For questions, call Eddie at 815-823-5478.